Oh, buddy. All right, we got the YouTube connected. Boom, boom. We're going to cast this iPad. Boom, boom. And we're going to do these questions. And then we're going to go to bed. Because folks got tests in the morning. And you can't pour out of an empty cup. So I don't think that you just have to study, study, study until the point of no return. Because then you won't retain anything. All right? So, let us do it. Here we go. So we'll start off with some metric conversion and we'll go into some harder things. If you've been in here before, you know that I love dimensional analysis. Back then in the day, not so much, but now, yes. So we don't do math, we do puzzle pieces, and that's how we solve our problems. We line up our units. Our units cross out according to the goal. The goal is what the question is asking you. We put our units on the top and on the bottom and they cross out. Everything has to cross out except for what it is that you're looking for. So that's how we're going to do every single problem, I think, tonight. I don't think I have any tube feeding or BSA or what's it called? Fluid maintenance, because those are a little bit different. So yeah. It's just a couple. It's just a handful. Not even that. That you have to do with those. Okay. So we are going to do this one. Let's put this on. Whoa, buddy. All right. So, hey, yeah, like stoichiometry. Hey, Crystal Nursey. I did a med math test at the beginning of my nursing program and got a 50. I retook it today and got a 95. Great job. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so proud of all of y'all. You put in the work and the work returns, you know? I'm so proud of y'all. You don't give up. And you come here and you study. You book with me. You go to the videos and you don't give up. I'm proud of y'all. I have my med math tomorrow and I need a 100. Okay? Let's do it. Look, clapping in advance, all right? So if we are looking for milliliters, that is our goal, okay? So that is what we're looking for, ml. That's it. Nothing more and nothing less, all right? So we need to know what our puzzle pieces are, right? Because we're solving a puzzle. We're not doing mathematics. That's a cuss word. So, what are our puzzle pieces? Puzzle pieces are pieces of information in the problem that are going to help you solve it, or your conversions, like 1 hour is 60 minutes, 1 minute, 60 seconds, 1 ounce, 30 mLs, things that equal each other. Things that equal each other stay together. They go together real bad, so you don't separate them, and they go on a puzzle piece. A puzzle piece stays together. In real life, when you're doing a puzzle, you don't separate that puzzle. You don't use that puzzle piece more than once. And then you also can manipulate your puzzle to fit together. So if something is on the bottom of your relationships that you have on that puzzle piece and it needs to be flipped on top, rest assured you can flip it to get what it is that we want, okay? So if I am looking at this, I know I've got 5 cups. All right. So if I'm going from cups to milliliter, I need to know a couple of conversions. Okay. So I know that 1 cup equals 8 ounces. I also know that 1 ounce equals 30 milliliters. Okay. So if I'm looking for milliliters, I'm going to start with what I am looking for. And I do this every single problem. So if you have problems or issues using dimensional analysis and you don't know where to start with what you're looking for. Make it the first thing that you use and put it on the top. Okay. So we'll do 30 milliliters is 1 ounce. Okay. So we've used that puzzle piece and it's gone. So now we have ounces at the bottom. So we need ounces at the top because our goal is milliliters and we've already got it. So everything else crosses out. So if I got a puzzle piece right here with ounces in it. I'll put my 8 ounces at the top and my 1 cup at the bottom. Your ounces crosses out. And now I'm left with cups at the bottom. So I'll put cups at the top so it'll cross out. So 5 cups over 1. Your cups crossed out. And everything has now been eliminated except for the goal, which is what the question is asking. So we'll multiply all of our numbers across the top, multiply all of our numbers across the bottom, then divide the top by the bottom. So we'll get 30 times 8 times 5. And that is 1,200 milliliters. Okay? Can you do a math question to solve for milliunits? Yeah, I actually think I just passed one. Okay. Let's see here. All right. This one is converting your time. So when we have IV questions, sometimes they'll give you amount of milliliter in the bag and how fast it's going and ask you for a completion time or how long does it take it to infuse. So you'll get a whole number in the front of the decimal, and you get decimals in the back, which is your the minutes, the numbers for your minutes. So this is how you would convert that, right? So we want to know what 7.4 hours is in hours and minutes. So this part, whoa, slow down. This part right here is your hours. Okay, so that's going to be 7 hours. So now we have to take the numbers behind the decimal, and those are your minutes. Because there are 60 minutes in an hour, we'll take what's behind the decimal and multiply it by 60. So 0.4 times 60 equals 24 minutes. So it will be 7 hours and 24 minutes. That's how you convert your time. I took my first pharmacology test yesterday and you passed with 84. Oh shoot. What about if they give you X milliliters for 45 minutes but then ask for milliliter per hour? Good question, Sonny. So I would use dimensional analysis to find what it is, what is basically X, right? So if they give you milliliters, let's say they gave you 500 mLs and it is to go over 45 minutes, right? That's a bolus. So, and they want to know how many milliliters per hour to set the pump. So our goal would be milliliters per hour. That's volume over time, right? So you put your volume, so your 500 milliliters over your time. And if we have minutes at the bottom, we are trying to get hours at the bottom, right? So your minutes will go at the top and your hour will go at the bottom. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Your minutes cross out and now you're left with milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom, just like your goal. And that's how you take care of that. So that would be 500 times 60 divided by 45. And it's like all these sixes. So 667 mLs per hour if you rounded it to the whole number. Okay. What about like heparin in the units? What you mean, Jake? I don't think, quote me on it. What do you mean, Jake? All right, just a little bit more conversion before we get into some other things. So 8 pounds and 6 ounces equals how many kgs? So you'll see these a lot on your, thank you, Latanya, for the heart. I see you on YouTube. What about your pediatric problems where they have a baby and that baby is 8 pounds and 6 ounces, but then you have to use that weight and it's the order amount is in milligram per kg per minute or per day or whatever, and you're like, how in the world do I convert this weight? So you would have to go from 1 kg to 2.2 pounds, right? That's your conversion. But you can't go from pounds and ounces to kilograms, but we do know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So basically what you're going to do is make all of it pounds. Okay, so you'll convert the ounces to pounds, add your pounds together, and then you can divide by 2.2 to get your kgs. So we'll do it like so. This needs to go to pounds, right? So I know that since I'm looking for pounds, I'll put it on the top. 1 pound is 16 ounces. I've got 6 ounces. That's in my equation, well, my problem. So my ounces cross out. So that'll be 6 divided by 16, which is 0.375 pounds. You add that to your other 8 pounds that you have. And so you'll have 8.375 pounds, okay? So now that we have all of this in pounds, we then can convert to kgs. So if I'm looking for kilogram, I always start with what I'm looking for first and on the top. That's how I know how to set my problems up. If you're having issues with dimensional analysis about what's on the top, what's on the bottom, where do you start with what you're looking for. If you start with what you're looking for, you don't have to go and find it. Everything else is going to line up and cross out, okay? So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds, okay? Now we've got pounds at the bottom, so I'll put my pounds at the top. And I'll put it over 1 because it's not in relationship with anything. It's just by itself, okay? So pounds crosses out, and we'll do 8.375 divided by 2.2, and I get 3.806818181. So we round it to the nearest tenths place. That'll be 3.8 kgs. Sonny, thank you. I just failed on Monday with 82, and that was one of the questions retaken next month. Okay, cool. I have problems where it gives 25,000 units with the infusion rate of 26 milliliters per hour, and it asks for milligrams. I don't know, Jake, how it would ask for milligrams if you're not given milligrams. In order to ask for something, you have to have it given. So if they were asking for units, then you can solve for units. So is that what you mean? Sorry to interrupt, but what's the name of your business again so I can vote? Oh, baby, you can interrupt me all day for that. Hold on. That Reliatran? Yeah. Y'all vote. Help me out. Help me out. Thank you so much. It's in my link tree in my bio. I appreciate it. Reliatran, reliable transport for these folks out here in the streets. Appreciate it. All right. I really, really do. Okie dokie. Somebody was asking me about fractions. So let's do a fraction conversion. So, and then we'll do some more heparin. We'll do some IV drip stuff, and we'll do some weight base. Yeah. I voted for using me and my mama email. Good, thank you. Whenever you get time, can you do some insulin? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay, so let's say we had a fraction that was 5 6/7. Okay, and we needed to convert this to an improper fraction. Improper fraction. So the way that we would convert this to an improper fraction is to take the whole number and you multiply that by the denominator. So think D down, denominator, okay? And so then that'll be 5 times 7, right? Which is 35. So then you add this number to the numerator. So you add that. So plus 6. So that's going to be 41. And then we put everything over 7. So you keep the same denominator and you just put everything over that denominator, okay? Fluid balance and weight base? Yeah, okay. Are you talking about, Chrissy, are you talking about fluid maintenance? Is that what you're saying? Oh my God, I failed my second dose cat day. And honestly, I don't know where to go, where you messing up at. Tanasha, do you use dimensional or do you use desire or what do you got going? Okay. Oh, I found like a new way to kind of explain fluid maintenance too. Just because you know how I don't like formulas because I feel like it takes up more space in your brain, right? So we'll do that. I have to find it though. I have to find it. Okay, let's do some stuff. Let's do some stuff. All right. I'm working. I see y'all. I see you requesting. I passed maternity with 100%. Look at you. Dimensional. Okay, cool. So the way that I teach you how to do dimensional, I don't say math. We say puzzle pieces. So let's see if we can figure out some kinks in the problems that you're having or the way that you're setting it up and see if we can get you there. And Kevin, thank you so much. I appreciate all the gifts. They're very, very, very appreciated. Not required, but very much appreciated. Okay. Yeah. So draw a doctor orders a 250 ml bag of IV normal saline and infuse at 20 drops per minute. The drop factor is 10 drops per milliliter. You start the infusion at 15:30. At what time will the infusion be complete? Okay. So we are looking for time. That is our goal. The unit of measure is going to be the hour. Okay. It's not going to be hours and minutes because when you solve this and you get a whole number in front of the decimal, that's going to be your hour, just like we did that example. So we are going to be solving for hours. All right. So what are our puzzle pieces? So we've got a 250 ml bag. Okay. All right. That's just it. It's by itself. Okay. And then it's going at 20 drops per minute. Okay. We got a drop factor, which is the size of your tubing, of 10 drops per ml. Okay. And then we'll come back to this information afterwards. Right. So if we're looking for hours, do we have a puzzle piece with hours in it? I don't see any. But Nurse C told me to always start with what we're looking for, right? And I said we're going to do all of these problems the same method. So I'm going to still start with hour because look at this puzzle piece. I've got minute on here. So I know that 1 hour is 60 minutes. So you can start with a conversion. You can start with a conversion. You can start with a conversion. I don't know what I'm saying. All right. So 1 hour is 60 minutes. All right, so now I've got a puzzle piece with minutes in it. So I'll take it and I'm going to flip it because we can flip things. Thank you, Krista. I appreciate it. All right, so we got minute over 20 drops. Okay, boom, boom. So now we got drops on the bottom. I have a puzzle piece with drops on the bottom. All right, so I'll do 10 drops per ml. Drops crosses out. And now I've got ml at the bottom. So I've got a puzzle piece with ml on it. So we'll do 250 milliliters. We'll put it over 1. Milliliters crosses out. And everything is now gone except for our goal. So you see how we are taking things, puzzle pieces, a bit of piece of the puzzle at a time, putting the units on the top and on the bottom to get to what the question is asking us to find. That is the sole idea of dimensional analysis. It works on relationships, crossing out with each other to go from one thing to the next. No, this is not just for RNs. LPNs use this math too. You are very, very welcome to stay. All right. So boom. Now we will do the math. So we'll do 10 times 250 divided by 60 divided by 20. I got 2.08. And I'm going to do it again because I always am kind of paranoid. Like, did I press the right button? Alrighty. Do y'all do that too? So we'll do 2.08333333, right? So that means that this is the hours and this is the minutes. So it's not 2 hours and 8 minutes. Remember we take the number behind the decimal and multiply it times 60 because there are 60 minutes in an hour. You do, Zanaya? I'll sit up here and I'm like, wait a minute. All right, so boom, 0.08 times 60 equals 4.8. So we'll round this to the whole number, so that'll be 5 minutes. So it'll take 2 hours and 5 minutes to complete. So if we start at 15:30 and we end, well, it takes 2 hours and 5 minutes to complete. We'll add this together, and this is the minute side, this is the hour side. So 35 minutes, and then 15 plus 2 is going to be 17, right? So 17:35. So that will be our end time, okay? End time. Does that make sense to everybody who's here? I think I missed. Ooh, that tastes awful. What in the world? I'm sorry. It caught me off guard. Oh, gosh. Hey, everybody who's came in. How you doing? We doing some dosage calculations. All right. Let's see. I think I missed some. I failed to say, okay, missing the best way to remember conversions and percentages. Allison, which conversions are you having problems with? Okay, she passed maternity. Did I clap for you, Chrissy? I think I did. Dimensional analysis, I found more understanding, and I passed all of my practice quizzes, but when I got to the exam, you failed. For anxiety, especially like for test taking anxiety and nerves, what I used to use was a roller ball of lavender, essential oil, and I roll it on my wrist. And so then like I just kind of like waft it and like during it, because you know the lavender scent is supposed to calm, and you know since you basically don't have anything else, I was like, let me try this, and it helped me. I think I got one on my Amazon storefront, but yeah, that's what I've used. So I don't know, it's worth a try. It's just a little thing like the little lip glosses from the 90s with a little roller ball in there. Just roll it on there. Okay, LPN. Thank you for that, Kurt. You guys got this. I aced my exam. Okay, Tiffany. Congratulations. Uh-oh. There we go. How come you didn't multiply the 1 hour? Oh, I don't put the ones in. That's another step. So my motto is the more steps you take, the more mistakes you make. So the ones, they don't make a difference because anything times 1 is going to be itself, right? So I just don't enter them in. But if you want to, you can. It won't make a difference though. Okay. Thanks, Gyro, for the live. Tomorrow we got the exam. Okay, TikToker, you're welcome. You just passed. Okay, Justin, come on. What math do you need for nursing to know how to convert weights and heights and give medicine? Amazon has some focus oil. What? Chrissy, you tried it? The lavender, I'm telling you, it made a difference. Ounces, cups, pints, and liters, etc. We used it today. Our professor passing. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Can I ask why we multiplied the 0.8 by 60? Because there are 60 minutes in an hour. So you know, the decimals and fractions, they're based on basically the whole of 100, right? So just like 0.5 hours would be 30 minutes because that's 50%. So this is 0.8%. So 0.8% of 60 is going to be how many minutes? So that's why you take the decimals behind the numbers behind the decimal and multiply it by 60, and that's going to give you your exact minutes. Okay, I'm going to get me some. My last retake is Wednesday. Okay, then. What did you do to turn 2.08 to 4.8? Oh, right here. So this is hours. Okay, so I took the numbers behind the decimal, which is 0.8, and multiplied it by 60, and that's what gave me my minutes. Yeah. All right, so somebody was asking about conversions real quick. We'll always slip in the conversion. And if you're like, no, don't erase it, it'll be on my YouTube on the replay. So look. All right, so conversions. So in dosage calculations, you only need a handful. When you have those initial tests, they might have you converting all kind of metric stuff. But in these problems, you'll most likely see your kg, your gram, your mg and your microgram, right? So we know that this is base, so that's always going to be 1, right? So I look at it like cookies. So your base gram unit is 1 cookie, so you got a 1 gram cookie. If you smash that cookie into crumbs, then you'll have 1,000 crumbs, right? So 1 cookie, 1 base, 1 gram is going to be 1,000 milligrams. So then if you pick up one of those crumbs, right, and you smush it down even more to little itty bitty tinier pieces, right, that's going to be 1,000 of those. So then 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. So back to your base of cookies. If you go to Costco or Sam's Club and you want a big thing of cookies, right? So you want a kilogram size amount of cookies. 1 kilogram is going to be 1,000 grams. So you'll have 1,000 cookies in your big container. Does that kind of make sense and put it in perspective for you? I don't know. So then your teaspoon, your tablespoon, and your ounce is going to be 5, 15, 30. Okay, so 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, 1 ounce, 5, 15, 30. Boom. Your cups. Okay, so 1 cup is going to equal 8 ounces. So then we've got 2 cups is 1 pint. 2 pints is 1 quart. And then 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. Okay, so 1 cup, 8 ounces. 2 cups, 1 pint. 2 pints, 1 quart. 4 quarts, a gallon. Okay. What else? I think that's mainly the ones that you need for real. For reals. I passed my meds. Oh, shoot. Go ahead, Nikki. Yes. I got some milligram per kilogram per day. You're welcome. Y'all are so welcome. I messed up teaspoons and milliliters last week. So, and then like if you like mixing up, what's that called? A teaspoon and a tablespoon, you put a teaspoon on top of the table. So which one is bigger? The table, right? Put a teaspoon on top of the table. All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So what is this? A weight-based one, okay? A client weighs 115 pounds. Nurse is to start drug D at 7.5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. The drug D is labeled 400 milligrams and 250 mLs of normal saline. How many milliliters per hour will the IV infuse? So, what is our goal? What is this asking us to find? It's asking us to find milliliter per hour. Okay? So, this is a weight-based problem. In the weight-based problem, you're really going to need 3 things. You're going to need P, P, and P. You need the patient's weight, you need the prescription, and then you'll need your product. What is the medicine, okay? So our patient's weight is 115 pounds. Our prescription is 7.5 micrograms per kg per minute. And then our medicine is 400 milligrams and 250 mLs of normal saline, right? So if we are looking for milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom, what are we going to start with? Because we start with what we're looking for, right? So what are we going to start with? Which puzzle piece are we starting with? Is there a puzzle piece with milliliter in it? Heck yeah, there is. And that's what we're going to start with. And that's what we're going to put first. And it's going to go to the top. I think you be trolling me when you say pounds. Oh, goodness. All right. So we'll do this one, right? So we'll do 200. I always kind of start writing too far over and run out of space. 250 mLs over 400 mgs. All right. So now I've already got my top part of my goal. So everything else has to cross out except for the hours on the bottom. So we've got to get to it. We got to solve the puzzle. So we've got milligrams on the bottom, but I need milligrams on the top. Do I have a puzzle piece with milligrams in it? No, I do not. I have one with micrograms in there. So I can do a conversion. So we'll do 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. You got that one piece of crumb that you crumbled into residue pieces, right? With your cookies. Yep. So cross your units out as you go along and pay attention to your goal of what it's asking you, because you'll get addicted to just crossing out stuff and you just be crossing out stuff for the heck of it. No, we want to get to the goal. And also write the units of measure by your numbers. The units of measure is what's going to take you step by step to the next part. So if you're using dimensional analysis and it's giving you a hard time, you're probably not writing the units of measure by your numbers. So try that. Okie dokie. So now we've got micrograms at the bottom. We'll do 7.5 microgram per kg / minute. Micrograms crosses out. And now we've got kilogram and minute on the bottom. So I've used this puzzle piece. I've used that puzzle piece. So the only thing left is my 115 pounds kgs. So we'll put another conversion. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. I need to switch out my screen. So then we'll put our patient's weight, 115 pounds, and it's not in relation to anything. A lot of people like to say, well, 115 per day. Does 115 pounds equal 1 day? It's okay for it to be by itself. If it's by itself, put it over 1. Don't try to force it to be relative or in a relation to anything else. And the last thing that I have now is my minutes. So I'll do my conversion for minute and hour. So 60 minutes is 1 hour. See, I still ran out of space. And everything has crossed out except for milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. And this is how you do exactly the same steps for almost all of your dosage calculations problem using DA. Okay? Okay. So we'll do 250 times 7.5 times 115 times 60 divided by 400 divided by 1,000 divided by 2.2. And it's going to be 14.70701, right? Is that what y'all got? Is it Kenyatta? I see you. Thank y'all for the follows. Thank you for liking the live. Yes, you got that, Chris. Okay. Yup. Oh. All right. So everybody tonight who is here in the house tonight, is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. Stand up. I'm asking y'all to help me to win a grant for my NEMT business. I have wheelchair vans and I'm going for a community grant. So if you could click the link tree in my bio and vote for me using your emails, parentheses S, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I usually don't ask for nothing, but I am asking for your help tonight. So thank you. Trying to get these folks to the doctor. Trying to get them to the doctor. And did. Yes. Can you convert the pounds first and then find the milliliters after? So I don't touch things before I put it into the equation. That's an extra step. So what if you convert it to pounds and then you don't add enough decimals afterwards, or you round up? Sometimes when you round or you don't have enough of the numbers behind, it alters your answer. So then I don't know if you use ATI or HESI, but if you don't put exactly what they want in there, then you get it wrong, even though you set it up. So I don't change anything. I don't touch anything. I just let the puzzle pieces puzzle, and then once all my units cross out, the math is going to math. That's an extra step. Do one that has equally divided doses in it. Let me see. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. It looks like one. Boom. It's a safe dose range too. Y'all love these. You love them. Alrighty. So drug aura, 400 milligrams is ordered in 2 divided doses every 12 hours by mouth for a child who weighs 18 kgs. The package insert indicates that their usual drug dose range is 20 to 40 milligrams per kilogram per day in 2 divided doses. What is the daily recommended safe and effective range for this child? And is the ordered daily dose safe? So it is asking for the daily dose. Okay? It's not asking for just the one dose. Okay? So what these problems are requiring from us is to find what's safe. And that's going to be compared to your order. So what the drug manufacturer has deemed to be safe is a range. So it'll be a lower limit and your upper limit. And that's going to be your green zone. Anything outside of those parameters is going to be in the red zone. So green, safe. Red, no go. Okay? Come on, Leah. Oh, I think I said it right. Congratulations. Hey, so excited. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is find out what's safe. All right. So we'll take this part right here. And our goal is going to be, because it says the daily recommended. So we want to know how many milligrams per day, okay, is going to be safe. So we'll do 20 milligrams. That's going to be your lower limit. 20 milligrams per kilogram per day. Our patient weighs 18 kgs, so we don't have to convert it. If it's asking for kilograms and your patient's weight is already in kilograms, don't throw 2.2 in the mix. It's already there. Okay, so you have to pay attention to your units. You got to pay attention to details, okay? So then we'll put that over 1. And now, lo and behold, we are left with milligram per day. And that was easy. So we'll just do 20 times 18, right? So it'll be 360 milligrams per day. Alrighty. Now we'll do the most that they can have, which is going to be your 40 milligrams per kg per day multiplied by your weight, and we'll put it over 1. Kgs crossed out, and we'll do 40 times 18 equals 720 mgs per day. Okay, so the least we can have is 360. The most we can have is 720 milligrams per day. So this is your green zone. That's safe. Anything less than or more than is not safe. Okay? Not safe. So now let's look at the order. Okay? The order is for drug R, right? 400 milligrams. That is 400 milligrams is ordered in 2 divided doses. All right? So that is for the whole day. In this the wording in this is saying that you have to divide this into 2 doses, but we are looking for the amount in the whole day, right? We already have the amount in the whole day. You have to see what the question is giving you. If it is per dose, then it will indicate per dose. If it is per day, then it tells you this is going to be given and it needs to be divided into 2. So that's the total amount, okay? It can be tricky sometimes, but the more that you look at the wording and you do these problems, it'll come to you. So, boom. If we are ordered 400 milligrams a day and our limits are 360 to 720, is this going to be safe? Hey, new here. How often do you do dosage calc problems? I need to retake my exam. Hey, Esmeralda. I come on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights to do the lives, but I also do private tutoring. Yes. Good job, doctor. Yes, they prescribed a safe dose, right? Okay. So is the ordered dose safe? Yeah, we did. Yep. You're welcome. What about the every 12 hours? It just tells you how often. So that's a frequency. So if you have, you say you need to learn this by tonight. Okay then. Well, hey, come on, stay in. So it's fluff, exactly, Chrissy. So a frequency is how often you give a dose. Okay. So and typically it's in a day, right? So every 12 hours is when you would pop them that pill or IV or whatever it is that it's PO, right? Yeah. So that's how often you would give the medicine. So in this case, we don't need that because is this asking us for how much milligrams we would give in a dose? No, it said the daily. So when it says daily in it, we are not going to use that because we already have the daily amount. I was trying to write and that didn't do it. Um, Okay. Hey, last semester you helped me out tremendously. Oh, Anna, I remember you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm new here as well. This is my first semester. We just had a drug cab boot camp Tuesday. Well, how did it go? What you think about it? Fluff really do be the ops. I'm telling you. What is that? Lecrae? Take the ops out. Now it's stuck in my head. I passed med calc this semester too. Hey. Steenapu is safe because it is in, well, I'm trying to write and I don't have it set up to do that. It's in this area. This falls in between these two numbers, okay? I'm good on the math, but the format. Okay. All right, we can fix that. We can do that. We can do that. You said another, somebody asked me about some insulin. Hold on, I don't want to forget. Cuz I remember somebody asked me about some insulin. Holy molikins. Did y'all used to have to like erase the chalkboard in elementary school? Or did y'all grow up in the era of whiteboards and expo markers? I still remember chalk. Don't look. I need somebody to come erase all my whiteboards. All right, so look. You had both? Yeah, I feel so funny being back on the line. Hey, Jazzy, how you doing? Okay, got it. Just saw not save and okay. Yeah, I was trying to point out this is the save zone, this is the not save zone. Save, not save. So, boom. Insulin. What kind of insulin can you give via IV? What is the only insulin that you can give via IV? Y'all let me know. My pharmacy uses Notarly. What's that? Failed my the exam last week. Gotta sit my semester out. I'm supposed to graduate in May. I'm sick. Lacedria, I know, and you deserve to feel all of your feels. Like feel them, but just don't stay there, okay? I was in your shoes once. I failed one class by like 2 points in my LPN when I went for my LPN, and then had to go back again. And then when you go to clinical and you see the people who pass are passing the meds and you're at your clinical site, it stings a little bit. It's okay because you're a human, but just don't let it keep you down. You can feel what you need to feel because you went through it, okay? But it's not the end. Here I am 14 years later, RA and BSN now, okay? It's okay. Regroup and get it together and let's try it again. Delay is not denial, all right? So yes, regular insulin is the only, no short acting. No, none of those logs. Remember, you run fast on the log? That's rapid. You get that, night. Okay? So, no Novolog, Humalog, none of that. Only regular human insulin is the only that one that you can give an IV, okay? So, give regular insulin by continuous IV infusion at 20 units per hour. The solution is 250 mLs of normal saline with 100 units of regular insulin. What rate on the infusion pump will deliver the correct dose? And I'm missing the L here. I swear I can spell. All right. So when you see IV pump, that's kind of like your big clue for milliliter per hour. Because you can give, thank you for the rose. You can give an IV two ways, either gravity or pump. So when you see pump, it's going to be milliliter per hour. If you see gravity, that's going to have your drop factor in there. That's going to be drops per minute. And we're going to give this on a pump. Okay. All right. So our goal is to look for milliliter per hour. Each one, you're looking for volume over time. All right. So, what do we have here? We've got 20 units per hour. And then your insulin is 250 ml with 100 units of insulin floating around in it, right? So, where do we start? Oh, okay. Sorry, my YouTube looked like it froze. Like I don't know how to set up. Okay, I need more word problems. Okay. So where do we start? We start with what we're looking for, right? So I'm gonna start with what I'm looking for. I need mLs on the top. So that's gonna be the first thing I use, and it's gonna go on the top. So I'll use this puzzle piece right here. 250 mLs over 100 units. Okay. Now I've got units. Somebody asked me, did I use a tablet? Yes, I am on a tablet. I'm sorry. I saw it, but then I got distracted. I'm real kind of like, right now. Sorry. So 20 units over 1 hour would be next, right? So 20 units is on the top, hours on the bottom. Your units crosses out, and now you have milliliter per hour. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your grace. I appreciate it. I need a lot of that right now. So, don't we have goal? Now we can do the math. Do the math. All right, so do 250 times 20 divided by 100. 100. That's what we want to get on these tests, right? So, that'll be 50 milliliters per hour. Jerica, do I have one with a bolus? I got a heparin with a bolus. You want to do that? I knew the fast acting is sub-Q because IV worked too fast. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'd rather you get it wrong here and be kind of like, here, and then get it right on the test. This is a no fear zone. I don't want anybody to come in and be scared of dosage calculations and math because this is just numbers and letters. We're bigger than numbers and letters, okay? We got this. And yeah, no question is stupid. No problem is too hard to solve. We're going to solve these puzzle pieces and go on about our business, right? Because y'all got other stuff like med surg and mental health and OB and P's and all that stuff to be, worried with. Not this, baby. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Yes. Milligrams per kilogram per minute. Yeah, we can do some more of those. All right. So heparin. Your patient has an order for a heparin bolus of 10,000 units, followed by an IV drip of 18 units per kilogram per hour. The patient weighs 167 pounds. You have a heparin vial labeled 5,000 units per milliliter. What will you give your patient for the initial bolus? And then what will you set your pump for a continuous drip if your 1 liter IV bag has a total of 50,000 units of heparin? Okay. Crystal, I just did insulin. How many mLs per hour? How is it mLs per hour? Is it that what the infusion rate mean? Yes, Aaliyah. That's what it means when you say infusion rate, or if it tells you to give it via pump. When you're giving something via pump, you have to do milliliter per hour. Okay. So the first part is the bolus. So a bolus, I don't want y'all to get scared and intimidated by wording and stuff too. I understand that y'all are not nurses yet, or some people are. Some people are LPNs and bridging over, and you don't see these words and they're not familiar. But don't be scared of them because they don't even have like a bearing on how you're gonna solve the problem. As long as you got what's ordered and what you have, and you have your goal, then you can set up anything. Okay. So a bolus though, because I will tell you, because I believe that when you know what's going on in the problem, it kind of helps you formulate it better in your mind too. So you're not as intimidated by it. So a bolus is a one-time administration of the medicine. Okay. It's not going to be an infusion like a drip that continues. It's just going to be a one-time Okay, you can give a bolus of IV fluid, you can give a bolus of medicine, you can give a bolus of tube feeding. Okay, so in this case, we're giving heparin. So it tells us that we have a vial that's labeled 5,000 units. So we're going to draw up that medicine from that vial. We're going to reserve the bag for the drip. Okay, so what is our heparin order? So we are figuring out how many milliliters to give, right? So our bolus is 10,000 units, right? That's one puzzle piece. And it's not with anything, it's just 10,000 units. So it's living single, okay? And then we've got a vial that's labeled 5,000 units per milliliter, okay? So if we're looking for milliliters, what are we starting with? You're welcome. If we're looking for milliliters, what are we starting with? Start with your milliliters. So we'll take this and we'll flip it. ml over 5,000 units. All right. So then, we got units on the bottom. So we'll put our units on the top. 10,000 units over 1. Units crossed out. Everything is now gone except for milliliters, which is what we're looking for. Okay. So now we just divide the top by the bottom. So is that 2 milliliters? 10,000 divided by 5,000? Sometimes I have to check like simple math. I'm like, yeah, right? Okay, so that is our answer for the bolus, okay? Now we'll do the drip. Okay? All right. So it says IV pump. You said double check. Look, I'm quick. With my little click clackety calculator. I love this calculator. I'm not gonna say love, but I really do like this calculator. If you like the little, you see how it snaps. I got it linked on my Amazon storefront. If you like pink and bubbly, all right. So now we're going to do the drip. So our drip, remember we said IV pump equals milliliter per hour. All right, so this is a weight-based medicine. So we're going to set the drip at 18 units per kilogram per hour. The patient weighs 167 pounds, and then our medicine is 1 liter, and it has 50,000 units of heparin in it. Okay, so we'll do the patient's weight is 167 pounds. And I always write my puzzle pieces to the side so I can see what I'm working with. When you have paragraph long problems and they're really wordy, it kind of helps you to have what the puzzle pieces are, or the information that you need to the side, so you don't have to keep going in and picking them out and trying to read through it and see what is what. So I think that cuts down on some of the confusion too. I don't know. Try it out. Let me know. So we'll do what? 18 units kg slash hour. And then we've got 50. Here you go. I knew it was coming. Are we here? Are we here? Diana is gone. I can't go back. But yeah, you can look at the replay. I'm sorry. We back? We good? All right. They be hating on our love. All right. So we're looking for milliliter. I'm going to start with milliliter. And it's probably trying to connect back. So I'll wait for a second. But while we're waiting for the connection to come back, I'm going to ask for help again. So if you can, help a sister out. I'm trying to be a help in the community. And I need y'all to help me vote for my business. Thank you. It is in my link tree on my bio, the link. And you can use as many emails as you have that belong to you. Because one email is one vote. And I appreciate it. I really do. Chrissy, you're just laughing. I'm dead serious. I'm so serious. All right, we're back now. All right. Karen, hey, can you help explain how to convert kilometers, decimeters, decameters, and so forth? Yeah, I can. But hold on. Okay, so what am I doing? Milliliters. We don't have milliliters, right? We have liters. So I'm going to start with my milliliters, though. So I know that 1,000 milliliters is 1 liter. Okay. So then we've got liter at the bottom. So I'll put my liter at the top. 1 liter. Oh, a real big bag of heparin, because sometimes they don't even use that bag, but whatever. We'll go with it. Okay, now we've got units at the bottom. So we've used this. We'll do units at the top. 18 units per kg/hour. Units crosses out. I've got my patient's weight is in kilograms, pounds. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. And then I'll put 167 pounds over 1. And everything has crossed out except for milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom. Hey, good evening. Good evening, Jermaine. All right, so let's do the math. Let's do it. 1,000 times 18 times 167 divide 50,000 divide 2.2 equals 27.32727227. So let's practice some rounding real quick. If this asked us to round to the nearest tenths place, what would our answer be? I'm real mad that this Mountain Dew is just trash. I didn't need it anyway. Okay, 27.3. Exactly. So you start at the place that you are told to round to, and then you go 1 decimal place to the right? And so then if that number is 4 or below, it's a no-go. If it's 5 or more, you raise the score by 1. So because this is a 2, it's a no-go. So everything else falls off behind, and then our answer is 27.3 milliliters per hour. All right. Nope. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. What am I looking for? Looking for one of those other problems. Can't find it. We be doing some math, don't it? Look at you doing math and stuff. I was looking for that, what is it? The fluid volume maintenance. Yeah, that. I might just have to write it on this little blackboard looking thing. Because I don't see the problem I was looking for. Yep, here it goes. All right, so look. In peds, you have to, hey Carrie, hey Carrie, hey Carrie. So in peds, you will have to determine the amount of IV fluid that they would need in a day for to maintain the fluid volume. And so there are formulas, and you know how I feel about formulas, right? So when I was studying with somebody this week, we broke it down another way, which is it kind of made sense too. And I was like, okay, let's see if it makes sense to everybody else. So there are three different formulas that you have to use. You have to use the if and it's dependent on the weight of the patient in kilograms. So if they are 10 kilograms and less, so they get 100 mLs per kg. Okay? If they are 11 to 20, they get 1,000 mLs plus 50 milliliters per kg. If they are 21 and up, they get 1,500 mLs plus 20 mLs kg. So look, it seems like for every 10, you get a certain amount, right? Because if we solve this one using the formula, because that would fall right here if the patient weighs 12.5 kgs. So you would have 1,000 milliliters of fluid automatically, plus, and then you have to subtract the, you have to subtract it from 10. So you would do 12.5 minus your 10, which would be 2.5. Okay? And then you would use that part in this part. So 50 mLs per kilogram. So you'll do 50 milliliters per kg times 2.5. And so what's 50 times 2.5? I don't know. Don't feel like doing the math in my head. 125. So then you add that to the already 1,000 that you have, and you'll end up with 1,125 milliliters. It's part of the formula. So it's like for you subtract this 10 basically because it's based on tens. So and then if you got 20, you would subtract 20. So if it was like 23 pounds, you would subtract 20. It's part research. That's why it's confusion. Yeah, it is confusing because I see all the questions popping up. So yes, that answer is 1,125. So listen, we came up with this different method, and I think it'll be better to help remember because remember I don't like formulas. So we're gonna break it down by 10 kgs. Exactly. So basically you subtract the 10 or the 20. Yes. So look, so since this patient weighs 12.5 pounds, we're going to go by tens, okay? And 10 or the 20. Yes. So look, so since this patient weighs 12.5 pounds, we're going to go by tens, okay? And there's some real haters. Haters. All right. So boom, then you have 2.5 kgs, right? So that equals your 12.5. So the first 10, remember that first formula? You gave 100 mLs. And then that second, you gave 50 mLs. And then that third, you give 20. So since we stopped by at the second 10 because we didn't have another 10. We just had 12.5. That's it. So this is going to be your weight, right? So you got your total weight. So then we'll do your 1,000 mLs. and then plus your, what is it, 125 mLs. So you add it all together, then boom. Yeah, yeah. So we'll do 100, 50, and 20. So let's do one for like a patient who weighs over 20 pounds, okay? Let's do that one. So let's say our patient weighed, I went overtime. I was supposed to be off. I'll let this be the last one because I gotta go to bed. It's been a long week. All right, so look, let's say our patient weighed 26 pounds, okay? Oh, well, 26 kgs. So if our patient weighs 26 kgs, we're going to break down the weight by tens, right? So we'll do 10 kg, 10 kg, and then 6 kg, right? So that equals your 26 pounds. So then we'll do times 100 times 50 times 20. So there you'll do your 1,000. You'll have your 500. And then we have your 120, right? Sometimes I mess up on the simple stuff. So that's going to be what? 1620? Instead of having to remember your formula. Like it? Shall we do another? Happy I caught that much. Okay, Keisha. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I like this. Look, we try to keep everything easy peasy lemon squeezy around here. What if it's days per hour? Huh? What if it says per hour? Oh, so then you would put it, because when you're trying to find like the rate to put on the pump, you would do over 24 hours. And then you'll just divide it by 24 because it's how much in 24 hours, right? So it'll be 67.5 milliliters per hour. You like it? Do you like it? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so I'll do one more. I'll do another example. I'm gonna do it again. Give me a weight. Somebody give me a weight. I can't escape nursing content. It even haunts me in my dreams. I'm thinking about the endocrine. Ugh, I hate endocrine system. I'm so glad I read to this live. Me too. Me too. And y'all can watch the replay. It's on YouTube. 32.5. Okay, we'll do it. So it's 32.5 kgs. All right. So we break it down. 10, 20, 12.5, right? We need to get in the habit of labeling our units on stuff. Thank you for the rose. Okay, so it'll be 32.5. So we got our total weight, right? So then remember 100, 50, 20. So we'll do 1,000, 500, 500, and then 20 times what? 12.5? 250. So that's going to be 1750. And then if it asks you, like Chrissy had a question on what you would set for your IV pump, if it asked you how many milliliters per hour you would give, simply put it over 24 hours because this is the amount that you have to give in a day. So boom, 1750 divided by 24, so that'll be 72.91. And then, so what if this asks you to round to the nearest whole number? What would our answer be? You said do pounds so we can convert. You messy for that one. I mean, just so messy. Why would you want me to do some hard work? You know, you just divided by 2.2. Yes, y'all are getting it. Y'all are getting it. Say it's 16 hours. Just divided by 16. Yes, Jessica, and no, because fluid volume maintenance is about the fluid that you would give in like a whole day. But like sometimes you have what's it called, burns, and you know that you give half of the amount in the first 8 hours and then the rest in the 16. So whatever it's asking you for, that's what you go with. But in this case, usually in fluid volume maintenance, it's about how much fluid you should give them in a day. So it'll be over 24 hours. Okay. What did y'all say? Oh, I got all kind of mice over here. Like I got a pink and white one. I got a black one. I'm doing too much over here. What else you? Well, let's see. But do y'all like it? You like it? Did that make it simpler? Because I was like, it's got to be a better way. Gots to be a better way. 22.5 pounds. Okay, and 15 kg. So if we do 15 kg, we would do 10 and 5, right? So that equals your 15. So you got your total weight. So we'll do 150. So that's 1,000 mLs plus, what's that, 250? Y'all know sometimes I miss my simple math, especially at night. Let's do, okay? And if it asks you to put how many milliliters per hour would deliver this amount, you would do your 24 hours because this is the amount that we're supposed to give over a day. So 1,200 divided by 24 is going to be 52.08. What if it asked us to round, to the nearest tenths place? What would our answer be? You like, uh-huh. I like it. Doom, doom, yeah. All right, what's this? Somebody said, okay, did I do 32? I think I did. Wait a minute. Somebody had it in pounds. Is that pounds? Oh, 32 pounds. 22.5 pounds. I do these last little two. And then it's gonna be night. Let's do 22.5 pounds, right? So we know that we would need, because I like to show everything in DA, even though you know to divide it by 2.2, somebody might not know the reason why, right? So we're looking for kgs. We know that 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. And then we have 22.5 pounds on the top. So your pounds crosses out. And of course, you divide it by 2.2 is the magic number. So that's 10.227, all that. All right, so let's round. Okay, what if we needed to round this to the nearest hundredths place? What would our answer be for the weight? What would that be? In peas, you round down? Do you round down to peas? I'm not a ped nurse. I was a school nurse and I did home health and I had some peds clients with like trachs and vents and stuff, but you have to. Okay, so this is our weight, right? So we've got 10.23. Oh. That means that we have our 10 and then we have 0.23, right? So your 10 times your 100 and then boom, you're 50. So 0.23. What am I doing? Times 50. So that's your 1,000 and then your 11.5. So we would do 1011.5. And then somebody else, let's see. Somebody else threw the weight out there. Let's see. 32 pounds. All right, we'll do it. Where is my phone? I don't even know. Where is my telephone? I know it's growing off somewhere. All right. Okay, so how many pounds? 32. All right. So we need to go to kgs, right? So 32 divided by 2.2 is what? 14.5454, So let's say we round to the nearest. What'd you say your rules was? To round it down? Or was it to what? I don't remember what you said. I'm looking for it. Oh, that was the final answer. Okay. All right. So let's say we round it to the nearest whole number. What would this answer be for the weight? Round down. I see it now. It's late. Forgive me. Please, please, please. 15. So let's just use 15. Okay. So we have 10. That's the first 10 kgs. And then we've got 5. Okay. So then we know it's 100 and then 50. And we don't have anything for 20 because that's it. So we know we've got our total weight. So we'll do 1,000 and ml and what was it? 250. It seems like we've done this one before. But hey, here we are. Yes, it is on YouTube. Karen, are you still here on YouTube? If you're here, put a 1 in the chat. Because I'll go over the metric real quick. But I really, really, really just want to go to bed. Y'all, it's been a long week. Y'all keep me lifted up in prayer for strength and endurance. I appreciate it. Hey, Adore J. And while we're waiting, if I helped you figure something out tonight, can you help me? I'm trying to get a grant for my small business. I have wheelchair vans and trying to achieve this goal right here. So if you would, and if you could, use your various emails, one vote per email, and it's in my link tree. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right. How do I remember these conversions? Thank you. Why didn't I tell you? I was about to go over to bed and then you ask a question. It's like, I gotta answer it. So conversions. So what's it? King Henry died by drinking. So base, chocolate, milk, and then micro. All right. So I know I deserve a vote. But no, I appreciate it. So what is okay, so we know the base unit is 1. We know the centi is what, 100. We know the milli is 1,000. And then the micro is gonna be 1,000,000, right? 1,000 times 1,000. Yeah. There's a lot of zeros. I get lost in the sauce sometimes. Is that 1,000,000? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hold on. It's gonna put too many. Told y'all I was tired. Okay. Thank you. All right. So then, what is deca or deci? How many is that? And hecto. Do you know? I do. I work every day. I work every single day. I've got to work after I get off of here. It is not even funny. Oh, I work in my sleep. Do y'all know? It's Reliatran. This one. How many shifts do I work a week? King Henry, yeah. So what's the kilo and what's the H and what's the D? I gave y'all the first part. Now you gotta help me fill out the rest. I don't work any shifts. I mean, I do this full time with my business, and then I tutor nursing students as well. So, that's that. But as far as the hospital, I started working in the hospital in July. Yeah. Reliatran. It's like you ask your mom for something, you like, how much is it? You like $5. What made you stop? I run my business full time. I am a nursepreneur, whatever you call it. Thank you. But okay, so what are we doing? What's the deca and the hecto and all that? Y'all ready to help us out? Because we're trying to help Karen, who's on YouTube. I think she was on YouTube. She was on YouTube before. I'm trying to see. You're welcome. Oh. To the third, okay. And then what else? Look at you using notation. Yaakov. She also sound a lot. Thank you. I was trying to see, is Kara still on here? Kara, are you still on here? 10 is deca. Okay. And then what's the H? What's the Henry? Okay. What's it called? What's her name? I can't think of it. Oh, what is her name? So we know this is going to be the 1,000, right? Well, and that's the 100. Yeah. Do. All right. So look. Oh shoot, pre. So any of the bases you can relate to. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So let's say we are wanting to see how many. If you've got. I don't know. Give me an example. I can't even think. Because let's say we got 1 kilogram. We're trying to see how many milligrams it is, right? So we know our conversions. So if you know that the base unit is 1, right? So 1, let's say these are grams, okay? So 1 gram equals what? 1,000 milligrams. And I also know that 1 kg equals 1,000 grams, right? So if we're going from big, huge to small, we're smashing those pieces, right? I use the analogy of the cookie. So we start what we're looking for. So I'm looking for milligrams, right? Am I missing one? I feel like I am. So 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram. I know that 1,000 grams is 1 kg. And then I have 1 kg in my problem. So then my kilograms crosses out. So you see how we just use the base unit and how many the base unit is. and use that conversion, and then you just set them up. Professor TK shows you how to like count your decimal places. So if you're not following her, she's awesome at chemistry. So Professor TK, the chemist, she breaks chemistry all the way down. So if you're doing your prereqs, or you're starting nursing school, you still have to do chemistry in your program. Yeah, she's gonna help you. But like she does it a way that you count the decimals. Portia! Woohoo! So I've got what? 1 kg is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because 1,000 times 1,000. So that's how you would do that. You just use your base unit and how many units that you have, and just go convert like that. How do I sign up for tutoring? You send me a message, please. All right, you guys. It has been an awesome night of exploring the wonderful world of dosage calculations. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna eat something because I haven't ate all day. I know. Don't beat me up. Nurses are the worst patients. Okay, we're the worst. We're the worst. It was a busy day. It's been a busy week. We got a busy day tomorrow, and it's supposed to be raining. So like y'all keep me lifted. Keep me lifted. I appreciate those who have voted. And if you would help me out, I appreciate that too. Yes, I am gonna go eat. And if you need private tutoring or resources, boom. Yes. Right there. Okay. Those are some, what am I looking for? OBS. Those are some practice worksheets and cheat sheets and practice worksheets. Oh, the breakdown of how you do like the puzzle piece method. So yeah, there you go.